Back in Week 5, the Caps lost a defensive grinder in their first matchup against the Nighthawks. Can Memphis sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Caps of Canton taking on the Nighthawks of Memphis.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visitors from Canton,
they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 1st and 10, Pierce. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Looking to throw. Pierce.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Pierce.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
Well, he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Nighthawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Now Geno.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run forward with Elliott. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Pierce.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Pierce.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Smith's throw caught here by Dulcich.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And Smith's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Smith, and that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Geno down to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. To throw is Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Caps are an extra point away from drawing level.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pierce. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Looking to throw. Pierce. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back to throw. Pierce. Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk,
His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. But with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
2nd down and 3.
From the 50, it's Smith. Completes it to Hardman. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Smith.
Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Gino.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the red zone now, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 7 and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Again, Smith. That's caught. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Ethan Carter, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Caps are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Now the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing on first down. Pierce finds Komet on the quick slant.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Pierce.
He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two. It's good for a first down.
That's good for Memphis. First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons
Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Pierce. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Nighthawks have taken the lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. That's complete to Whitaker.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Smith now to throw.
Down the left sideline.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 45 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Smith.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun, Smith.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Smith throwing again.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
This one caught by Osborne, right side.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, Elliott. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a dump off here complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake. Pierce.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack. beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Smith's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Play action. It's Smith. Completes it to Hardman. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Gino. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw again, Pierce. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. DJ Reader breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pierce. And he's got the hookup here. That's Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Pierce.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Nighthawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Canton offense takes over once again. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Gino on 1st down. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Smith.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. From the shotgun again to Elliott.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A big gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Pierce.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Pierce.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 37.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Pierce to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Fournette again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Nevis knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the gun, here's Smith.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st down, Pierce
completes Austin here over the middle.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off play action. Pierce firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Looking to throw. Pierce. Pulled in here. Caldwell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Nighthawks add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
Here's Smith.
and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Pass caught here by Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48.
A dump off to Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the 50, it's Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. And the captain first down.
To the air again, Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 19 yards.
Play action. It's Smith.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing again is Smith.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Memphis, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Canton, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.